I happened to find it years ago online randomly, and happened to tell Elaine about it, and we both fell in love with it. And so it's been kind of on my mind for the last couple of years. Definitely didn't think it was going to be a thing, like a real thing. So I'm super pumped that it did end up becoming what it is.
Well, a few years ago I was living with Brendan and Aaron, and they showed me what the fuck is that, we should say. And I don't know, it was just, I wanted to do that show then and there. And then this past fall, Aaron told me that they were doing the Evil Dead musical, and I had to be a part of it.
I first saw Army of Darkness when I was probably 10 or 11, and I instantly fell in love with it. It was just a crazy, insane movie. I was at that age where things with violence was like the best thing ever for me. And then when we discovered that it was an actual musical of all the Evil Deads, I instantly knew that I wanted to do the show. And like probably last year, I was like, hey, we should do this show. I think we can do it. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And once we got auditions, I knew like this is gonna be the most amazing thing like ever.
What drew me to the show? Well, I didn't really know much about Evil Dead to start off. I just knew my friend Elaine was doing stuff with it, and so she said Evil Dead's gonna be the musical. I looked it up, and there's a character called Jake, and I looked him up, and his song was hilarious, and I just felt related to him a lot more, mostly because my name is Jake also. So I just looked it up, and I just fell right in love with it, and you know, the whole idea of the show is really fun, and I've never been in something like it, so that's kind of what drew me to it.
Well, I've seen all the Evil Dead movies. I love the Evil Dead movies, the camp, the horror, the really low budget value that they have and how much love goes into it that way. So when I saw Evil Dead the musical, it's kind of combining two of the things that I really like, you know, musicals and low budget horror movies. So I figured I'd audition and give it a try.
Well, it was just a love of zombie movies, really. I've never done a production since middle school, but I saw somebody posting on Facebook that open auditions were being held for Evil Dead the musical, and quite a while ago I was in a bad breakup, and really zombie movies were what got me through, and I felt I needed to give back to it. So I came and auditioned and was surprised to be offered a part, and here I am.
Well, it's just a fun show, action-packed, kind of off the beaten trail, if you will. It's just a unique experience to do.
Well, actually, the person I had playing Linda beforehand couldn't do it because they had other obligations with school. So Logan Bard, who plays Ash, actually asked me if I would fill in, and because I hadn't had a chance to audition with other things in my schedule, I said yes.
Well, my sister and Logan were going to audition one day, so I went to the auditions to watch them, and Elaine was like, hey, Bree, you want to audition? You don't have to prepare a song or anything. I was like, yeah, why not? So that's kind of how I got into it.
Well, honestly, actually I got a phone call from Elaine Bard, and she said, hey, we've got a part and we think you'd be perfect for it. And I hadn't performed in about 2 years, and I said, I don't know, do you need me to audition for it? She went, actually, we'd like to consider you already auditioned if you're interested. And I went, okay! And it was perfect. It was just a wonderful experience. It was the perfect fate thing to happen. My favorite thing about the show is being able to design my own costume and have it slowly rip off. This is the most, like, bare-all I've ever done in a show, which is really fun.
Probably when I get to walk out on stage half naked, because the look of shock and horror on some people's faces is like totally worth it. I have to say it's when Logan Tripp, who plays Annie, sings All the Men in My Life Keep Getting Killed by Kandarian Demons. It's an absolute showstopper.
I think the relationship between the cast is really strong, and we all kind of bonded over the weird things that we had to do and pull off.
Probably the people I've met during it. Not so much the performance, as I'm pretty much terrified the whole time, but the support of my castmates and the crew and Elaine, the director, really pulled me through.
Favorite thing about I guess the cast, we really meld really well together. Yeah, I'd say there's good chemistry between all the cast members.
I think it's how all of us in this show, we're all close to the same age. I've never been in a show like that, like besides like high school, but with this it's a lot more different. It's a lot more professional in a way. We all just click very well, so I just think the whole cast, how we click and how we get along with each other, that's my favorite part of the show because they make it just fantastic.
There's just so many great moments in the show that it's really hard to pick anything from the show. I think my favorite moments are saying these very iconic lines like, "This is my boomstick," his entire speech. There's just so many iconic lines that we use from the movies that are in the show, and it's so much fun to get audience reactions when they know that line and they know and they can anticipate it. And a lot of times the audience have said the line with me, and it just makes it so much more fun and a lot more interactive. And I love just saying all these lines over and over and over and getting different reactions from everyone who might only slightly know the show to who know the show deeply and cannot wait to hear these lines.
I'm not really sure. I just like everything. I like everyone in the cast. I like all of the music. It's very rock and roll, and that's what I like from music anyway. So it works for me.
Well, I mean, there's just one really cool puppet on stage. It's a moose, and some really cool guy does the voice for it. It's the most amazing thing. I mean,
Yeah, I've heard
it's actually it's the liveliest part of the show. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I've done several shows with different production companies before, and this has been by far the most fun, mainly because it's so brand new. I mean, it's such a new experience to have nothing like everybody else who's doing it all the same now. But
Because everyone that you're working with is one big family. Everyone cares about each other. I had a car accident the other day and everyone was asking me how I was doing. And it's just always a great time. You're always going to enjoy yourself.
I think they should because it's a completely different experience. We're a brand new company, so we don't know really where we're going. We have an idea, but if you do shows with us, it's the people who come and do these shows are going to really shape how this company builds and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think the more people that we have that come do these shows with us, the more the company will thrive and become bigger and eventually become something that you might want, and you might be able to expand from just doing 1 or 2 shows a year. But we still like to might be able to open to doing camps and everything. So the more people we have, the better, I think.
We're the first kind of thing we done for some theater company, but the whole point of Elaine doing this company was so we get kids working together, maybe people with special needs. So I think people who are not really sure if they want to be in theater, this would be like a great stepping stone to come try out. And just the fact that we get kids involved and adults and just that whole aspect of some of their theater companies' mission is really interesting. So I think people should come give that a try.
Why should people do production? Because it's what I was talking about earlier. You know, when it comes to movies like Evil Dead or horror elements like that, you know, Sam Raimi had a real love for it. It was like a pet project of his, and Elaine treats all of some theater companies' productions, I'm assuming, just like she takes them to heart and she just loves the crap out of them.
As cliche as it sounds, it is really a big family. Me being a theater version, I was taken in immediately, made to feel comfortable, made to feel that just because she needed to explain certain terms, or I wasn't a fool for not knowing everything. And plus, they have really good taste in shows that they pick. So that's really the main one.
We're an upbeat crew. We try a lot to make our values really high. everyone's super nice and just wants to put on the best show we can do.
Oh, with some theater company? It's because it's really fun. This group of people, I feel like we've really grown together throughout the process, from start to finish. Like even from day one, I kept learning and taking in a lot of different experiences than from what I'd normally done in theater. So let's see, STC really tries to like round everything out. We've actually attracted people like normal theater goers and then non-normal theater goers. So it's like, I don't know, it's really amazing company. It's brand new, so you know, we haven't did anything. I don't know, I can't like, you should just do it because it's fun.
All right.
Because it's a blast. It's a great group of people who work at a professional level and take their job seriously. Everybody puts their whole heart into it, and it's a great experience. I want to say thank you for opening your arms and welcoming me back into a loving theater family. It's been a while, and it was exactly what I needed. You have no idea how much this whole experience has meant to me and awakened my ability to perform again. So I just love you all to pieces and always will, so thank you.
I've had a lot of fun. There have been lots of ups and downs, but I think it was totally worth it, and I wouldn't have wanted to do this show with anyone else. I want to say I love you guys, and thank you so much for giving me a chance to work with you all, and I really hope we can work together again on some future show.
I love you guys.
Professor No B, yeah, you know me, sucker MCs can't. Thank you so much. Can I look right in the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for having this, my first production, be just so amazing. It was great working with all of you. And hopefully soon we will collaborate again. And if not, come zombie apocalypse, I'll come and rescue every fucking one of you.
Thanks for putting up with me.
I love you guys. You guys have been great. I really hope I get to work with some of you, or if not all of you, again. And God damn it, I love you all.
Oh, I can't even begin. It's just, I'm thankful and blessed to have had such an amazing cast. I couldn't have asked for a better casting for every single role. Everyone fits their parts so well. And I've just enjoyed all these weeks, no matter how hard and how much we fought and yelled and cried and just been frustrated with this show, because that's what theater is. It's always frustration, but in the end, it comes together and it's just a beautiful moment, and you love every second, and it makes you sad when it ends. So thanks, guys.
This has probably been the best show I've ever done, and you guys are amazing. Thank you.
If I could make little moose puppets with little pieces of each other's parts on them, I would totally voice them all. So if we could make that happen, that would be cool.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. All right, 4 easy questions.
Okay.
So first off, what drew you to this show?
I think it was because in 1980, my mom and I, when the film came out, and it came out on the VCR, it was one of the first videos that we ever rented together, so I have really great memories of that. And then Brendan brought me the musical in 2011, and I said to myself, I want to direct that show. So it's kind of been bubbling on the back burner since 2011, so I was really excited that we managed to get to
What is your favorite thing about the show?
everything. I don't have one favorite thing. I love it all. And I think every time I see the show, I see something new every time. So, you know, it's kind of growing and it's got a life of its own. So everything. I love everything.
All right, so why should people do it?
Especially that rowdy bunch down there.
Oh yes, I can tell they're quite the handful. All right. Why should people do a production with some theater company?
They should do a production with us because we're edgy and we're different, and we want to kind of push the boundaries and do things that people normally wouldn't. So nobody had done this show before. It was the main premiere when we did it. So we want to look at doing shows that are different and fun and experiment with things.
All right. Now, anything you want to say to the cast?
Are you gonna try and make me cry? I'll hold my composure.
I'm not trying to make you do anything. If you...
I want to say I love you all from the bottom of my heart. You mean everything to me, and you made my dreams come true, so thank you. That's what I want to say.
All right.
See? Told you made me cry.
Just talk for a second. I just want to...
Hey there, my name is Brendan, and I play a Cookie Moose.
Try to remain serious with that going on behind us.
Yeah. I was going to mention it earlier, but your pants look like they have a pretty nasty mustard stain on them, and I find mustard stains like I think I do.
Got 4 questions. You can answer. You can finish chewing that up. Yeah, I'm recording.
Good. Show with anyone else.
All right, perfect.
Awesome. Am I good?
You're good.
Will you stop?
Okay. I'm being fair. I'm zooming in a little more than usual.
No, it's okay. Elaine told me to come like this.
Okay, alrighty then.
Get people to do shows.
Yes, this is what you get to be around this the whole time, and that. But that's.
You should be like, what up? I told him we should do this video topless.
Okay, so bye bye. Oh.
That was great.
Every time!
Hey, Aaron.
Alright, Teek's turn.
Loading, salt, fish, gills,
Something not a lot of guys know about.
Oh, I got it! Yeah. Smoking. Eating cooking apples. Doing laundry. Whistling. Bird calling. Driving. Somebody driving. Just go. Cooking up a stranger on the side of the road.
No.
Just go up.
Next, go up. Next, pass. There you go.
Making fire. Making fire. Putting it on fire.
Yeah. No time.
What the hell?
Put it out of fire.
My thing's on.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Why is my... I can hear myself on
Game time!
That's a new headshot right there.
Pass this one.
Bigger brains. Brain bigger. Crying, sobbing, weeping. Sad face.
Time's up.
I didn't hear him, but.
Okay.
A flashlight?
Last one.
Motorcycle.
So,
I love it when it's snowing.
So, this is all I should do. Okay. I love you guys. Go have fun. Thank you so much for playing with some theater company and with me. And thank you for making this better than I could ever imagine that it would be. So I just wanted to go out there and do this show for you tonight and have fun. Okay, bring it in.
Can we do a groovy?
I like it.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Groovy! Before you go backstage, just